Hello, I'm back again. People often ask me how I started on my journey to this business, my Arcadia Therapeutic Massage. And truth be told, honestly, it's a bit of a long story. I can't go into it all today. Maybe someday I'll tell you. But I have to say, these two products here played a huge role into it. Let me explain. So I was in the States for a year, and I met a woman there who was like absolutely and totally sold out on essential oils. And I thought, what a load of rubbish. There is no way that those little things can do everything that she claims that they can do. Well, I have since started to sing a new song, obviously. But what got my attention was one day she sent me a message, and I'd already come back to New Zealand. And she said, I'd like you to go through your personal care products. Choose three things. And when you do, I'd like you to start on the back, the list of ingredients, and Google dangers of fill in the blank. So I thought, what's the harm in that? It's going to take, what, half hour maybe a bit longer. So I chose these two products, and I think I chose my dish soap as well, but I don't have that any longer. But I kept these for this reason. So I started with the first ingredient on here. Now, I'm not going to be able to pronounce all these things because I think you need like this master's degree in something to be able to do this one. This one, though, I can. This is maybe I can't. Denatured alcohol. So this is the first ingredient in this product here. And it says for this one, when I did gain dangers of, chronic exposure effects. It may cause symptoms listed under inhalation: dizziness, fatigue, tremors, permanent central nervous system changes, blindness, pancreatic damage, and death. This material is classified as hazardous under the OSHA regulations. It's the first ingredient in this. I love this stuff. I mean, you see I've got short hair. My hair doesn't have a lot of body to it. I mean, it's like as fine as baby hair, and I need all the help I can get. I would stand in the bathroom and I would spritz this all over my hair. I actually would have to hold my breath doing so because I would spritz it, I would dive out of the bathroom and take an deep inhalation. Because on the very first thing, or on here it says, do not inhale fumes. I would go into coughing fits with this. We had a little dog at the time, and when I started spraying, she would follow me into the bathroom, but I'd start to spray and she would make a run for it. Understandable. Some of the other things that it has on here I cannot pronounce. Benzo something 4. It says may lead to several kinds of tumors, endocrine disruption, and can cause cancer. I remember when I first told my mom about it, what I had found, she said, wow, just as well you're not having children anymore. And I'm like, yeah, but I share a house with my family. My grandchildren use the same bathroom as I did. I don't want them to be messed up when they want to have children come in the future, but there's so many different things that get stuffed up with this. And cancer causing? And I thought, oh, there's the last one, something butyl alcohol, possible carcinogenic. More than one ingredient in that is dodgy. I mean, not just dodgy, dangerous. The next one that I Googled was this product here. It was my body wash that I was using at the time by Nutrimetics. I mean, you know, you think of really good stuff. At least I did. Smelled great. But as I was going through the list, and it wasn't listed as this, it was a chemical name that I haven't even explored recently, but formaldehyde. Formaldehyde, a known carcinogenic. It's what they use in embalming dead people. And that was in this product. One of the other things in here is fragrance. If ever you see fragrance listed in a product, stay away from it because it is a chemical concoction that will destroy your life. If ever you have a chance to watch a documentary called Stink, it's truly an eye-opener. But when I looked at these two products, I thought, wow, that's not good. I can do better for myself. I need to do better for myself and for my family. So this one was the real struggle though. It's like, how do I achieve this without this? And then I spoke to a friend, talking about my dilemma. And back in the day, she was massively into punk. And she said she used to use a sugar water concoction to make her hair stand up on edge. So I thought, it's worth exploring. And it is as simple as this. All you need to make this DIY hairspray non-toxic is sugar and freshly boiled jug of water. Now I do up the ingredients. I add drops of lemon oil, cedarwood, lavender, rosemary, and geranium. I always prepare these ahead of time. I put them in one of my bottles that I have left over from all my other uses, and I allow it to synergize overnight. So to make this particular concoction, I am going to put 1 cup, hopefully not to spill it on myself, 1 cup of freshly boiled water and 3 tablespoons, get the lid off, 3 tablespoons of sugar. Stir that till it's dissolved. Wait until it is cooled before you add the oils because oils do not like heat. It will damage the effectiveness of them, and I do get benefits from these oils, even spraying it on my hair. I get the benefits that come along with them. Plus, it absolutely smells amazing anytime I go to a hairdresser with my own hairspray because I will not use their products. They always comment on how beautiful it smells. And once it is cooled, I pour it into this little bottle here, and I've got my own DIY hairspray. It's as easy as that. You can't go wrong. Does have a little bit of a couple side effects, I guess. Downsides, I should say, not side effects. Your hands are very sticky afterwards, so I always make sure that I go outside. I do my hair right by the back door. I go outside so I'm not getting sugar water mist all over our laundry room floor. And I always put a towel over myself so it's not getting on my clothing as well. But I tell you, this stuff works a charm. Sometimes on a very humid day, it does make it a little bit sticky. Right now, even though it's raining outside or has been, it's not. It just feels almost as good or as stiff as, because I need all the help I can get, as it did when I used this stuff. So, I was needing to make a new batch. I figured I'd show you how simple it was. And now I get to use the benefits of it for another month or two before I have to make another. Hope you guys learned something from this. If you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I love my oils, and I love being able to get rid of the ugly stuff out of my system to protect my body. All right, have a great day. Bye.